Well, I'm back on the beach. I have to say, I haven't been here for a while, I must admit. So it's good to be back here. Um, I don't know, we're fishing, scratching around. Got one whole squid out, hoping for a lucky bass or conger or anything else that's going to eat a whole squid. Hey, Donegal Fishing. Hello, mate. How you doing? How's things in Donegal? We've got Relly's. We've got a place in Leitrim, so we're probably going to be coming over not too distant future. And I wouldn't mind going out fishing on Donegal. Hey, BBR. Hey, mate, how you doing? Can you hear me all right? Can you give us a thumbs up or say you can hear me okay? There's a little bit of a breeze blowing and I can't tell if you're getting blown away by the wind or not. Oh, you're in the north, all right, mate. Okay, yeah. Whereabouts in Northern Ireland are you? Because it's always bizarre. People don't realise that actually Donegal is north of Northern Ireland. Yeah. Fine. It's yeah. There's a little bit of breeze. I think it's a bit of a window in the weather. I think the weather's forecast to get pretty crap the rest of this week. So I thought, well, I've got an opportunity to get out. I've got some bait. Go out and give it a go. So here we are. Billy Bob. Oh, Larne, okay. Oh, yeah. I used to get the ferry to Larne at one time from Stranraer quite often. There he is, in his bed, sheltering from the breeze. He's lost interest now because he spent most of the evening scabbing, pulling his pasty off me. So now he realises there's no more food, so he's behaving himself. Sit on my knee. Yeah, no, quite. Lance Stranraer. The only trouble was it was such a bloody long way to get to Stranraer. But yeah, once you got on the ferry, it was a short trip, short hop stop. They don't go from Stranraer now. They go from Carn Ryan, isn't it, or something, or do they still go from Stranraer? Yeah, I'm just watching my rod tips. One of the rod tips bounced up and down, but I think it might have picked up to weed. I think you see what light tips on the end of them. Red and the blue. See him. Yeah, I used to go course fishing at Kilray, which I guess isn't a million miles from there as well. Is it Kilray? On the canal. Back in the days when I used to go mud chucking. I would have thought there was some quite good fishing up on the Larne coast, isn't there? Quite rocky, isn't it? Oh, 50 miles from here. Okay. Yeah. My geography's a bit rusty in that part of the world. It's been a long time since I was there. Yeah, I think it was the River Bann, wasn't it? That came out of Bann? Maybe not. Oh, whatever, I can't remember. A long time ago. Another life, shall we say. Sorry, what's that? A hound, £16. Nice one. Nice one. What, a smooth hound or, yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, I mean the biggest The biggest I've had off the beach is about £8 pounds. I've got a boat. I've got a boat, and I boat fish a lot as well. We were out yesterday, and we caught a bull huss, just under £10. Nice, beautiful fish. Really beautiful markings on it. They're like leopard spots. You know, the leopard spots have got, like 3 dots in each spot. That's what this bull huss look like. It's amazing. That's what I'm looking at the moment. What a boat? Getting your own boat or catching bull huss? I mean, I've caught bull huss from the shore in Cornwall, and I have had one out on the boat, but I've never had anything particularly big. And the one my mate had yesterday. I mean, I'm guessing a 9 or £10 bull huss isn't a monster, but it was still a beautiful fish. Oh yeah, sure, bull huss. Yeah. Tiny codling. Don't knock it, we ain't getting no codling at the moment. I mean, I might pick one up tonight, you never know. They should be starting the show. Hey Sammy Hollis, how you doing, bud? Well, so far tonight it has not been a blank. I have caught a place. It was about a little bit bigger than a palm of your hand, but not a blank nonetheless. So I've kind of set myself a challenge in the last year or so, and instead of travelling around and trying lots of different marks, I'm fishing the same mark, and I keep coming back to the same mark because I want to see how many different species of fish I can get from this one spot. And I've not done bad so far. In the last 12 months or so, I've had smooth hound, sole, plaice, dabs, flounder, mackerel, scad, bass, whiting, pouting, conger, old ray. So that's 12. I thought I counted 13 different species, but just from this one little bit of shore. So, and it's not a place that gets fished a lot. None of them were particularly big. I mean, the biggest fish was probably the smooth hound, which was on a sole rig, believe it or not. I got it on a size 8 hook on a tiny little bit of worm. It took me about 45 minutes to land it because I had to be very, very gentle with it. I didn't know what it was. I thought I'd caught a big bass. And it ran me up and down the beach, but yeah, managed to land it. It was a beauty. But I mean, this mark where I'm fishing now is where I always used to fish many, many years ago. 40 years ago I used to fish here. And I've had big sole here, I've had cod, I've had big bass here. So it's my favourite mark, to be honest. And the great thing is you don't have to fight this, nobody really knows about it. Albeit, I'm probably giving it away on my videos. What's everybody else doing today? Anybody else fishing out there? You alright, mate? Is it black? Oh, come and join us. Share a bit of body heat. He knows the score. If my rods start going, he'll get put aside. He knows that. Look at that moon in the background. Monstrous great moon. Look at that moon. Beautiful. And it was a cracking sunset season as well. Sammy Hollis. Oh, I know what the 13 fish was. I caught rockpin in from here as well. Not that I'm ever really particularly going fishing for rockpin, but I have caught them here. I used to have ferrets when I used to live just over the way there. I used to feed them to my ferrets. They loved them. We're having a bit of a James Bond fest in our house at the moment. We went and saw the latest James Bond film the other day. Oh, okay, flounder. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? I've never really targeted flounder. I mean, in some areas they're people are very big on flounder, aren't they? I never used to fish them before because there was a time I used to eat everything before. I never really fancied eating the flounder. But the British record apparently was held just at the other end of the beach here for about 2 weeks. They landed a big one there, and then a bigger one was caught elsewhere in the country. I think that record stood. But as I say, it was held from the beach to the far end of the thing. Right, oh yeah, £2, yeah, £2 flounder. Yeah, £2. I mean, I don't know what's the British record for flounder. I mean, I've had bigger place than £2. I've had a nearly £4 place, I think. And I found a mark just down the beach from here, before out on the boat, a little bit too far to cast. Where last year I was catching hundreds. Literally, I was fishing 2 rods, each with 2 spreaders on, and I was landing 4 fish adrift. And each spreader would have a big one and a sort of medium-sized one. So yeah, it was a really good day. The video is on my video channel somewhere. If you want to watch it. But yeah, unbelievable. We came back into the bay here because we thought we'd get out of the weather because it was a bit lumpy out there. Thinking, well, we'll catch 1 or 2 maybe if we're lucky. And really just hit it off. Just happened to find this spot, and it was only on that spot it was happening. I'm talking to people since then. Apparently there's some bee mussel beds where we were fishing, which is what draws them in. I mean, we tried it again this year and caught nothing. Not a sniff. So, maybe we just have to hit it on the right day, on the right week, in the right month, at the right time of the year. So it was nice to catch a little place today. Just goes to show they're here. The mackerel have been going loopy along this coast just recently. Yesterday we went out. We pulled up by the West Arm at Newhaven on the way out just to get some mackerel. And they were literally hitting the mackerel feathers before all of the mackerel feathers were in the water. So, you know, you were catching mackerel before you'd even let them out, let the line out. They were right on the surface. And everywhere where we went, there were gannets working. I've never seen, I mean, you can get 1 or 2 gannets here, but they were everywhere. In every direction you'd see gannets. And I was trying to film them diving, but that's another frustrating part of trying to film the gannet diving. It's kind of, I think it's kind of luck. If you happen to point the camera in that direction and one happens to dive in the frame, you'll get it on film. But if you try and film them, you see them and you see them turn back and you think, oh, it's about to dive, and then they fly off. So you get lots of footage of gannets doing that and flying off. And then when you finally go, well, I ain't going to do that, I'm going to wait till it's dead, and you see one, oh, put the camera on it. So yeah, frustrating. So I don't know if that's an indication that the mackerel in here and they're now moving offshore or what, but they were everywhere. I came and had a couple of chucks with some mackerel feathers here before it got dark, but the water is really coloured now. The wind has picked up in the last couple of days and it's just churned up the bottom. There is no good feeling. So I'm sure that the mackerel are probably here, but they're probably a little bit offshore. I mean, a mate was down here filming 2 days ago, and he was getting some really good pictures of the mackerel in a wave, so you can see the wave, and transparent into the wave, it's full of white-bait mackerel. Well, there's nothing happening at the moment. I mean, I have to say that the place bite, I did see it as a bite, but it was like a tiny little quiver, so tiny, just the rod just vibrate, So I've got two rods out. I've got one with a fixed ball with braid on it, and I like braid. And I got the other one with a multiplier with monofilament on it. I like multipliers, but I don't like braid on a multiplier. So I'm kind of between the two really. So what have I got? I've got on the fixed spool has got the big squid on it. So if I get a bite on that, it's going to be a huge lunging bite. And perhaps I've done this the wrong way around. The multiplier has got with the monofill. It's just got little squid and worm cocktails on one size, one hooks. So they are just going to be little tappy bites. So you've got to use your imagination. Is that a bite or is that the wave banging the line? You might hear the wave. It's a little bit rough out there. You're going to have to move it a little. Turning round and round in circles, you're not actually doing anything, are you? The dog is doing the typical dog clockwise rotation in the bed. Stop doing it now. Lie down. Oh. It's actually not cold down here tonight, it's quite mild. So I'm looking up and down the beach. See a single light on this beach. I can't see anybody fishing down here with lights on. Might be someone down here in the dark holding onto a rod for a bass, but there is no light on this beach at all. Unbelievable. I know it's Sunday night and it's a school day. There used to be a time when you come down here and all the way along here would be lit up. Good, because this is my mark. Come on, fish. Anybody know what the time is? The trouble is, I use my phone tell the time, and I can't tell the time on my phone because I've got a live stream on it. I'm gonna knock this on the head at about 20 minutes, so you've got about a minute and a bit, and then I'm going to stop the live stream. So unless anybody's got any questions or anything you want to chat about, I'm going to say I'm going to love you and leave you pretty soon. And, I've tried all my secret things for catching fish. I've had a Cornish pasty and a cup of tea. That normally makes you get a bite. And I'm doing a live stream, and that normally gets you a bite, and that's not happening. So yeah. So I've got 12 people on here now. Who's on here that hasn't said hello yet? Oh, hello. Oh, found. Right, guys and gals. For some reason I wasn't getting the messages. Right, let me just go back through. Am I wearing an external microphone? I am wearing an external microphone, but it's not on this, it's onto my GoPro. Why are you asking? It's because the volume's good or something? Right, Valerie J, hi Alan, hi Val, hi Valerie, Brinton. Guys, I feel like I've been rude. I thought no one was talking to me, but for some reason I wasn't getting a message. Brinton, hello guy. Sammy Hollis, Jay Daniels, Jay. Hello mate, good evening all. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. For some reason, YouTube has let me down. going back through here. Right, that's everything now. Hey Val. No codling that I'm aware of showing yet. We have got a cod competition out on the boats on the 31st of October, so hopefully we'll see some then. Right, 7:24. Nice, thank you. Feels a lot later than that. Right, the reason my voice is from a distance is because the camera is quite a long way away. But I don't know the answer to it. It's on a phone. You know, can you hear me a little bit better now? I honestly don't. I'm not that technically minded. I don't know how you get an external microphone on this stupid Samsung S20, which is the most boxed bloody camera phone I've ever had. It's got no jacks on it at all. Everything has to plug in through a USB-C, and I've yet to find a microphone that works on a USB-C on there. Tried it. Yeah, so no, I haven't got an external mic. I've got an external mic on, but it's from a GoPro. Sorry if you can't hear me. Oh, hello. See, I'm not getting the message. Why am I not getting the messages? Right. What bait are you using, Chris? I'm using a whole squid on one rod, and on the other rod I've got like squid and blackleg cup-tails on a 2-hook paternoster. Oh, okay, so you can hear me fine. All right. It must be Valerie. Valerie, turn your hearing aid up, love. Turn your hearing aid up. I'm joking. As I say, I don't know why live chat, all messages are visible, except for they're not. Oh, there we go. Ask the sea to calm down. Yeah, there's along the coast here is where King Canute told the sea that he was the king and told the tide not to come in. He got wet feet. So I don't think I'm going to be telling the sea to calm down. And in fact, I think from tomorrow it's going to get a lot rougher. We've got some quite serious winds coming in the next week. I don't know what the forecast is like for later in the week, but certainly midweek I think it's quite windy. So I think tonight is probably my last night. And anyway, I'll be away working midweek. Again, bloody work gets in the way of everything, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe a Bluetooth headset. Yeah, maybe. I'd look like a bloody phone operator, wouldn't I, with those things on? I mean, this is a Bluetooth microphone I've got on here, but it transmits to the receiver. If I could plug the receiver into here, then I'd be able to put the receiver on it, but I can't. So, we're stuck. There is a way, in theory, of plugging the GoPro into this and make the GoPro the camera, but I tried it, I couldn't get it to work. So, I'm trying to keep that moon in the background because that's quite spectacular. Get really nice. We're getting it now. When the moon's in line with the shore, you get this kind of corkscrew effect on the waves. As the waves are coming in, you see it reflecting off, and it looks like it's spiralling. Which is pretty sexy. Yeah, I wouldn't hear you coming because I refuse to wear my hearing aids, so you probably would successfully run me over using them, I'm afraid. We were catching whiting yesterday offshore. They should start showing up. I'm would be very surprised if I don't pick one up tonight. Normally at the start though, they're little pin whiting. This year, hopefully, I'm going to target some bigger whiting. If I get some decent sized whiting, I want to do a catch and cook on the beach. I did it a couple of years ago very successfully, and there's nothing better than fresh caught whiting in flour, egg and breadcrumbs fried. Oh, lovely. So that's what I'm intending to do. That last year, the only time I caught any decent sized whiting was right at the end of the session when I really couldn't be bothered to do it. So you need to get them early in the session so you can set yourself up for your cooking for the beach. But that's what I'm planning. Yeah, the soothing sound of the sea on the shingle. I used to live literally, well, from my front garden to the top of the beach was 80 yards. And oh, in the summer, you have the windows open, and I never had a sleepless night. Never had a sleepless night. Just used to put me out. 32 centimetres. What's 32 centimetres in English? Or inches? 16 inches. Well, getting on for 16. That's a big old white, isn't it? Yeah, nice. I mean, we caught 2 or 3 yesterday out on the boat that were probably getting on for that actually. But I mean, we were a long way offshore. And we were catching, I mean, all the whiting that we caught yesterday out on the boat, you'd be quite pleased of on the beach, but a little bit disappointing out on the boat. Yeah. 12.6 inches, yeah. Yeah, just over a foot. Lovely. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a nice white. And by then they're starting to get nice solid body on them, aren't they? They do. I've used them, even the small ones, fillet them and take all the bones out, and then make a pie with them. That's really nice. Really nice. Again, it's a fish that I never used to eat. I couldn't be bothered with it. But I've eaten it in the last year or so. It's really nice, very sweet, very sweet. And the other fish that I've eaten in the last year, which I never bothered with, is pollock. I always used to think pollock was a waste of space, but I've had pollock. It's beautiful. I would argue better than cod. You know, not quite. Cod's got quite a strong flavour. Pollock's a little bit more delicate, mind you. And as long as you cook it fresh and you keep it moist, you don't dry it out when you're cooking it. Yeah, nice. Not better than bass, I would suggest bass. Bass is a little bit overrated. Yeah, I agree. Pollock are nicer than cod. I definitely agree with you, mate. I think that too. I never used to, but I've been sold. I had a sole, an edible size sole off here about 2 months ago, and I had that. That was nice. Yeah, that's lovely meat. Lovely fish. I mean, I'm a great catch and releaser, but I will take the odd fish home for the plate. I like mackerel. I like mackerel like this. One of my favourite. I had a John Dory as well, again 2 or 3 years ago. Oh, that's nice to eat. If you've never had a John Dory, have a go. It's a lovely, firm white flesh, really nice flavour to it. I mean, I've had it from the fishmongers, but it's been sat around for a few days, I think, on their slab. Not so nice, but fresh John Dory. I would suggest, very hard to beat that. Yeah, no, I agree. I was really surprised. You know, for years I've kind of caught pollock, filleted them, put them in the freezer, and they've stayed in the freezer, and then they got thrown away. But I've had it fresh recently, and it was really nice, really nice. And I agree with you. I think cod is totally overrated. It has a flavour that actually I don't like. Hello, Manda Panda. How are you? Haven't seen you for ages. Well, I'm not getting a great deal going on. I mean, that place, obviously, they are a daylight fish, and I had the place just as the sun was going down. One would think that now it's dark, fishing would come on. I suppose I ought to wind the rods in. Yeah. That's what I caught yesterday. I was fishing whole mackerel. I was hoping to get a ray or a tope or bull us or something with teeth. And when I wound one of my baits in one time, it was covered in whelks. They were all eating into the bait. So whelks, I quite like eating whelks, I must admit, but they do eat all the crap on the seabed. But they're actually boring holes into this fish. And we had a squid come up on one of the baits and literally got to the surface before it jet of water out and disappeared. So I put a squid jig on, but nothing. Should be starting to get some squid along here, really. The problem is, I think you want fairly clear water, and at the moment it's gone really murky, so you want a little spell of decent of calm weather. And then there's a jetty. It's actually a wastewater fall out there. And I'm going to go squidding off there one night. Dogfish, nah, don't do it to me. When I was a kid, we always used to have rock salmon, which is, I think it's spur dogs actually. And I was kind of convinced by my mum it was my favourite fish, but I think she convinced me because it was the cheapest. Want to catch a dogfish? I know where the dogfish are. We caught loads yesterday. They are a member of the shark family, so you do have to bleed them, I think. No, it's boneless because it's a shark, so it's only got cartilaginous bones, so there's no issue with bones. The hardest thing on a dogfish is skinning it. You've got to get the skin off, and it's on pretty tight. You need to get a decent sized dogfish. The little ones, by the time you've skinned them, there's not a lot left, to be honest. I think it's like anything, it depends how you prepare it. I think somebody said put it in milk and steep it in milk before you cook it. Makes sense. Squid, I love squid. Yeah, I love squid. Yeah, squid. Yes, definitely. And in fact, my ex-missus, I went to the freezer to go fishing, couldn't find any bait because she'd ate it all. Yeah, sorry, I mean, Amanda, I don't tend to warn people I'm going live. It's a spur of the moment thing. And it was a spur of the moment thing tonight, to be honest. I kind of worked my way up the beach and thought, well, I've got a bit of time now, so let's put a live on. Oh, Jake, you posted I was live. Thanks very much for doing that. I'm never sure with these lives whether I should leave them on so that they go out as a video on my channel or not. I'm inclined not to, because is that Tim? Oh, did you? Me and Will sharking. Well, if it was if we'd caught a shark, I'd have said it was sharking. What we were actually doing was drifting along, dragging baits behind the boat. But yeah, it was an attempt. You've got to be in it to win it, I guess. We caught some interesting fish though. Caught some huge huge weaver fish. I mean, I've seen weaver fish here, you know, when I'm prawning, you know, they're about 3 or 4 inches long. But we were getting them 32 centimetres long at least. Monsters, great big fish. And I did keep one, and I did take it home and cook it, and actually it was quite nice to eat. You have to be a bit careful when you fill it in though, because you don't want to spike yourself. Because I think they will still envenomate you even if they're dead. But yeah. But we had, what did we have that day? We had pollock, bass, weavers, mackerel, scad, gurnard, I think. Probably got a dogfish. It's always a dogfish. Oh, and a pouting. We did catch a pouting. Not fishing unless you catch a pouting. Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to move up the beach in a minute because the tide is catching up with me. Anyway. Yeah, and as to it being a waste of time, you've never caught a pout? Oh, I can take you out and I can get you 2 PBs in a day, because I can always guarantee to catch pouting and I can always guarantee to catch dogfish. So take you out on the boat, 2 PBs in a day. Really? What, on the same mark as where I'm fishing? I mean, I go shrimping down the end there, and quite often in the shrimp nets, I pick up loads of little flounder, So they must breed around here somewhere. You know, you get flounder look about 2 inches long. In fact, when they're that small, you're not sure if they're flounder or brill, but you do get lots of them, and little sole as well. So it must be a spawning area around here, or maybe they spawn out here and they head back inshore, live on sandy flats for safety. Yeah, I've never caught a flounder off here. A wee teabag flounder, yeah. Yeah, teabag flounder. Well, my left-hand rod, which has got a squid on, has just been making some quite interesting motions. Now that either means it's picked up a bit of weed and the waves are plucking at it, or something's picked up a squid. I'll keep the fingers crossed. Alright mate, thanks. Yeah, I don't know what's on the telly tonight. Yeah, I mean, the reason I've come fishing tonight, I agree with what you were saying, is it's probably not a particularly good night for fishing, but it's the only night I've got, really. So, I've got to make the most of it. It's not been a blank, I've had a place. I need to check the baits and freshen them all up again, because I've been out there a while, and I'll do that before the tide gets to me, and then move up the beach a bit further. So what I think I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to say good night to you all. Thanks very much for joining me. This will stay up as a stream for a little while on my channel, but then once I sit down and start editing the video, I'll take it down, because otherwise watching these over again, they are boring, I think, because you can't edit out all the boring bits. So I should have a video out shortly, which is the boat trip yesterday, which is quite fun. Yeah. So guys and girls, thanks very much for joining me. Oh, yeah, sir. Right, okay, yeah. Oh, Inglorious Fishing, oi, oi. And Dano, oi, oi, Dano. Yeah, later, guys. Yeah, I mean, that locally is known as the Turbot Banks. The trouble is, a lot of people fishing them now, and it's not a huge amount of water, so I'm imagining that it's pretty well fished out now. The other thing about it, it's right in a shipping lane, so it's bloody dangerous. I don't know why, sometimes I get these messages and sometimes not. Yeah guys, see you all. I'll see you again on the next one. Stay safe, stay sane, stay fishing. Bye.